Let's go out there, YouTube land, and also some social media lands. Welcome to an all-new video. In this video, we're going to do a movie review of a film that came out in February, and is a new kind of telling of a Frankenstein story. So we're going to get right into that. Before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss this video and the other videos I put up. As always, people, if you enjoy my content here on YouTube, definitely check out my other social media platforms such as Patreon, X, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I pretty much post all those regularly, so definitely check them out. As those people, let's get right into this. So welcome one and all to an all-new video. So like I was saying before, we're going to be doing a movie of a new film, or newish film that came out in February, but it has recently dropped on Peacock, and is a coming-of-age film kind of slash new telling on Frankenstein story, which happens to be a film called Lisa Frankenstein. Yeah, Lisa Frankenstein. Yeah. So Lisa Frankenstein is a new film, like I said, that dropped back in February. Just got released on Peacock beginning of or end of last month, beginning of this month. And is a, like I said, kind of love story, kind of Frankenstein-ish type of film, kind of dealing with Frankenstein things with a very heavy 80s vibe. And this film was actually really enjoyable. I wasn't too sure how I was going to feel about it, if it was going to have that same vibe and stuff like that as previous things that Diablo Cody has written. And, you know, it definitely had that same vibe as Jennifer's Body film, and definitely has that type of deal going on. And it definitely, if you're a huge 80s fan, 80s kid, you'll definitely will love this film, especially for the huge 80 vibes throughout it, which just were on point and so awesome. And just, it was a really great film that I just found super entertaining and really enjoyed it. And I thought it was a really great first theatrical directing debut for its director. Now, of course, this is directed none other by one of the greatest late comedians' daughter, who has directed a few other things, but this is her first theatrical feature that she's actually directed. And that, of course, is Miss Zelda Williams. Oh, yeah, Zelda Williams, woo, Zelda Williams, yeah! So Zelda Williams, the daughter of the late, great Robin Williams, like I said, this is her debut theatrical film. She's directed a few other things over the years, little shorts, little movies. She's done some acting. She was in a Freeform TV series that was like a horror camp vibe type of deal, and is just a really decent director. I was really impressed with her directing this film. I thought she did a great job. I was impressed with what a great eye she had for, you know, what she was bringing to life, bringing a great comedy to life. And I definitely feel a lot of, you know, her dad's presence, you know, dripped off onto her, and, you know, she got an essence of, you know, what made her dad so great, and she applied it to her directing in this film. And there definitely felt very much a lot of great things with this film, and I just really enjoyed how great of an eye she got for the 80s, and how she got a great, you know, vision from the, you know, the cast, and just gave this really great version of that great script by Diablo Cody. And I really enjoyed just what Zelda did and brought to this film, and gave us a really solid film. Now, like I said, this is her first directorial debut, but she did do a mini movie a few years ago back called Kappa Kappa Die. Now, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any of her other stuff except for her acting. But from what I saw and what I read in reviews, she did a really decent job with Kappa Kappa Die, and she really gave us a really great kind of like mini horror slasher like little TV movie that was really enjoyable and had the same kind of great vibes as, you know, Lisa Frankenstein had. And definitely something I will be checking out in the future when I can find it. So, if you haven't seen anything she's directed, definitely see if you can find Kappa Kappa Die or any other two things she's directed over the years, and see how great of a director she has become. Because I think that she did, like I said, a phenomenal job with this, and just was on point, a great director, and gives her a really solid interpretation of this film. If you haven't seen Zelda Williams directing, definitely check out her directorial debut in Lisa Frankenstein on Peacock now. It was really worth a watch, and amazing directing debut. So this movie has a decent cast of some really great people, some people that have just been around kind of the scene for the last couple of years, a few that are veterans that have been around quite a few years, and are just great actors and actresses that just really, always really play well into the characters and are usually always enjoyable to see in their films. Now, to start us off is Lisa Frankenstein herself, Miss Catherine Newton! Oh yeah, Catherine Newton! Woo! Catherine Newton, yeah! So Catherine Newton you might recognize, of course, as in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. She just recently played Scott Lang's Casey Lang daughter in that film. She's been in a few other things over the years and just is up and coming rising actress, and I think that she does a pretty decent job in anything I've seen her in. And I enjoy her, and I think she brings a really great presence to her characters. She always usually plays kind of those down on their luck type of characters, and I think she does a good job with that. And Lisa Frankenstein's, the same type of similar situation. She portrays that type of character, and I think she, once again, does a really great job. Gives us a really strong, solid character that was super enjoyable and very entertaining. Now, when it comes to, her style, I really enjoy it, and I think that she brought a great realness to Lisa Frankenstein in this film, and I really enjoyed it. I thought that she really had a great thing going with her character and how he evolved throughout the film, and how she, understood where she wanted to go with the character, and I thought that she did a good job of bringing it to life and giving us a really, I thought, very, well-rounded character that had a really great and interesting ending as well. Now, if you haven't seen Catherine Newton in anything recently, you should definitely check out a great film that came out in 2020 starring Vince Vaughn called Freaky. Yeah! Freaky! Yeah! So Freaky is basically a horror version of Freaky Friday, and is a phenomenal film that was so beautifully directed, and is such a great freaking horror comedy film, and Catherine Newton was so awesome as the main character. She was on point hilarious, she was so fun, she really delivered the character and gave us a really solid performance, and just having to try to imitate Vince Vaughn was so fun too, and I really enjoyed her interpretation of him, and kind of like how he would act and stuff like that. And I just really enjoyed, she did a great job of interacting with all the different characters throughout the film, and just the great fun presence she brought to it. And I really enjoyed what she, delivered in the film, and gave us this really fun, but very kind of almost serious performance of a horror type of nature. And she brought it to life and gave us this really solid performance. So if you haven't seen Freaky, highly recommend check it out. She did a really fantastic, phenomenal job in that film. But once again, when it comes to Lisa Frankenstein, I really enjoyed her. I thought she did a great job, and overall I thought that she was a really great choice and a really great addition to that film. If you haven't seen Catherine Newton recently, definitely check her out on Lisa Frankenstein on Peacock now. She was really good. So that brings me to the next person I'd like to talk about that was in this film. And that is none other than the monster himself, played by one half of Zach and Cody from The Sweet Life, called Cole Sprouse. Oh yeah, Cole Sprouse. Yeah, Cole Sprouse. I think he's become a really great actor over the years. I really have enjoyed watching him grow from his time when he was, one of his first films to, through both his, TV show iterations to, his take on, Jughead and the Riverdale series and so forth and stuff like that, and he has really become a decent actor, and I think that he did a really phenomenal job in this film. I really enjoyed him as the monster. I thought he did a great job of evolving from what we first see him in the first part of the film to his conclusion in the end of the film. And I thought that Cole did a great job of just bringing this monster to life and giving us a really solid performance that I was really impressed with. I really thought he did a really fantastic job. And, once again, it just shows how great his, acting chops have become over the years, and how he's really grown as an actor. And I just really thought that he did a really great job in this film. Now, if you haven't seen Cole Sprouse in anything, you should definitely check him out in a great movie in one of his first performances. And he was really solid in this film, and I just really enjoyed his characterization of, once again, he wanted to call himself Frankenstein in this movie, which I think is absolutely hilarious, and he's in Lisa Frankenstein, and that happens to be the film called Big Daddy. Yeah! Big Daddy, yeah. Now, this is one of his first films. He started it with his twin brother, of course, Dylan, and he just played the character so well. I really enjoyed his interpretation of Julian and just what he brought to when he was on the screen and how he brought it to life. And he was pretty much the majority of the film as Julian, and Dylan would come in at certain points like that, but he really was kind of the main Julian, and he was so good. I mean, you really believed he was this like almost orphan child, and you believed that he really understood what he was doing and all this kind of stuff at such a young age. And I just really enjoyed what he brought to the character, and I thought that he did a really decent job as this child actor, and I thought that he was really great in it. I just thought it was probably one of his best performances. If you haven't seen Cole or anything, definitely check him out at Big Daddy. He was really fantastic in it. But overall, like I said, I was really blown away by him in Lisa Frankenstein, and just really enjoyed Cole in this. I thought he did a really excellent job. So that brings me to the final person I'd like to talk about this film. And that is none other than the most gorgeous actress in the world, Miss Carla Gugino. Oh yeah, Carla Gugino, woo! Carla Gugino, yeah! Carla Gugino, oh, is such a stunner. She's so amazing. She's so awesome. And, she's been around forever and is just a great actress. And she's great at comedy. She's great at, being serious. She's good at doing action. She's done great films over the years, from Sin City to Son-in-Law to, many things that she's done. She's just a really superb actress, and I've always enjoyed watching her in the films, and her little brief part in this film was just super enjoyable and super funny, and especially, with her scenes, they were just really hilarious to see her playing kind of this character, and playing such kind of like a douchebag character, but it was super enjoyable to see her play something a little different, and see her play such a great character as well. And the outfit they had her wear in this film too, towards the end, was just so like 80s on point, which is probably something she actually wore in 1989. And she just looked so fantastic in it. It was freaking awesome in this film, and I absolutely loved her. Thought she was a really great addition to this film as well. And she just really, even though her part was super short, she was so on point in every scene and what she brought to it. And she just was super awesome and so cool in it. Can't get it. I couldn't get enough. I was so sad that her part got cut so short, but at the same time, she was just so fun in what we got to see her in. Now, if you're not familiar with Carla Gugino or haven't seen anything of hers recently, you should definitely check out a really great franchise that she was in that's very kid-oriented and is, adults love it and kids love it and all that kind of stuff, and it's just a really great, fun, franchise that she played a really great character in. And then, of course, is the amazing franchise, The Spy Kids. Yeah! The Spy Kids franchise. Yeah! So awesome! Spy Kids! So she actually was in the first 3 Spy Kids films. She was super awesome as the, female matriarch of the Spy Kids families, or the Cortezes. And, of course, she plays mom to Junie and Carmen. And, of course, Antonio Banderas plays her husband in the series. And Carla just was so awesome as this character. I loved it. She played this really great, awesome spy. But at the same time, she played a really awesome mom that really kicked butt and, really could take on the bad guys if she needed to, and was just a super cool spy and mom at the same time. And she just really was so fun in these. She had some great comedic lines. Some of her scenes with Antonio Banderas were so fun, or with the kids, or even with Danny Trejo or any of the other people that they interacted with, and they all just worked so well together. And Carla did a great job of bringing that to life and giving us a really solid, great character to love and to want to watch over and over again. She just was so superb in it. If you haven't seen Carla Gugino or anything, definitely check out the Spy Kids franchise. She was really fantastic in those. But overall, I really enjoyed her in Lisa Frankenstein. I thought she did a great job, and I really enjoyed what she brought to this film. And I thought she was a really great addition to this film. If you haven't seen her recently, go check her out on Peacock and Lisa Frankenstein. She was really phenomenal. So what is Lisa Frankenstein about? Basically, the premise of the film is this young girl that is lonely and really has no friends like that. Basically, wishes to this tombstone that tombstone, that person that's in the tombstone, could be her, to love her and treasure her and be her boyfriend, basically. And because she has no one in her life, and she's still sad about the death of her mother a couple years prior. And basically the corpse ends up coming to life, and basically the rest of the movie is about her dealing with the shenanigans that the corpse does, and basically kind of reanimating and bringing it back to life like Dr. Frankenstein does. It's a really fantastic film. I was really blown away by it. Like I said, Diablo Cody did a great job giving us this great, more Jennifer Bodies universe, film. She wrote it well. She gave us a really solid film. And Zelda did such a great job of bringing it to life and giving us a really solid directing debut, theatrically. And just, I thought, altogether, the film was just super enjoyable, super fun, and just a really great film. Definitely something I'll be adding to the collection eventually. It's a really great film. I give it a giant 10 golden movie boxes up, and just was overall a really fun film. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend go check it out on Peacock now. Worth the watch. So that's it for this movie review, guys. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Also, thank you for subscribing. Just want a huge shout out to all my new subscribers, all my old subscribers. You guys are rocking it. Thank you so much for giving the channel a chance and checking it out and subscribing. You won't be disappointed. And also, if you want to show more support for the channel and give support to the channel, definitely check out my awesome Patreon page. We get all kinds of extra accoutrements you don't get here on my YouTube channel when you become a member. So definitely check that out too, people. Helps this channel out. Helps me make better and awesomer content for you guys. As always, catch you in the next one.